Mercedes is back at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This weekend, the three-pointed star will race at the Circuit de la Sarthe for the first time in this century, as they aim to one day win this prestigious French endurance race again, this time in the GT category. Mercedes AMG is the newcomer to the grid this year, as they will be racing in AMG GT3 with the Iron Lynx and making their return to Le Mans for the first time since 1999, with their GT racer, the AMG GT3. So with this iconic name back on the grid, this is a video detailing everything that you need to know about the return of Mercedes to Le Mans. Mercedes will be racing in the 2025 event, but they won't be competing for overall victory this year. Instead, they'll be racing in AMG GT3 against other brands like Porsche, Ferrari, and Aston Martin, for example, with a car that has proven that it can win in big endurance races around the world, the Mercedes AMG GT3. One of the reasons why the German brand is back at Le Mans is because of the Iron Lynx. Last year, the Iron Lynx ended their ties with Lamborghini and became a Mercedes customer team, with the aim to bring the AMG GT3 to the grid of the WEC. So far, the events that the Iron Lynx and Mercedes have competed in have been really rough, but for any new manufacturer in the championship, this is usually how it goes. The Iron Lynx have participated with 2 cars in the last 3 rounds of the 2025 World Endurance Championship season, which were in Qatar, Italy, and Belgium. And each of those rounds they were towards the back of the grid in AMG GT3, which, remember, is kind of expected considering the fact that the Iron Lynx are doing something completely new, and so is Mercedes. Now, as for the car, the Mercedes GT3 is based on the German manufacturer's AMG GT road car, and the GT3 model was introduced in 2015 as the successor to the highly successful SLS AMG GT3. The car is front-engined and rear-wheel drive, and it has the largest size engine across the 9 car models in the GT3 category at Le Mans this year, which is a 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. Mercedes-AMG Motorsport will be competing with 3 of these AMG GT3 entries at Le Mans this year, which are all from the Italian Iron Lynx squad, and are each featuring the special Silver Arrows livery to honor the German auto manufacturer here in France. This includes the full season number 60 and number 61 cars, and a one-off number 63 car because the team won the European Le Mans Series Championship last season and got an invitation to Le Mans. The number 60 car will be driven by Andrew Gilbert, Fran Rueda, and finally Lorca Hannafin. Then comes the number 61 entry, which will be piloted by Martin Barry, Lynn Houdinius, and finally Maxime Martin. Finally, there's the number 63 car, and this car will be piloted by Stefan and Brenton Grove, and they'll be joined by Luca Stoltz. Mercedes is making their first appearance at the Le Mans 24 Hours since 1999, and well, we all know what happened then. After the disaster in 1999, Mercedes never came back until this year. But while Mercedes has had so many unfortunate moments across their career at Le Mans, what's often overlooked is their success at La Sarthe. Mercedes has actually won this race overall 2 times. Their first victory came in 1952 with the new at the time Mercedes-Benz W194 securing a 1-2 result. Their second victory came many decades later in 1989, when they secured another 1-2 finish, this time with the iconic Sauber Mercedes C9. The German auto manufacturer arguably could have won this race a lot more if they didn't have so many unlucky moments. For example, in 1991, the Sauber Mercedes C11 was dominating and led 1-2-3 in the night, until all 3 cars hit reliability issues and allowed Mazda to take their legendary victory at La Sarthe. In 2025, Mercedes are now hoping to write a new chapter with the AMG GT3, as Iron Lynx prepare to embark on this new journey with their 3 cars. Before it competed in the World Endurance Championship and at Le Mans, the AMG GT3 secured major success. It's won all 3 major IGTC rounds, the 24 Hours of Nürburgring, the 24 Hours of Spa, and the Bathurst 12-hour overall multiple times, while also taking class wins at Daytona and Sebring. In fact, the AMG GT3 has practically won every major endurance race besides the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and that's simply because it hasn't competed at the event before. Considering this is a new experience for Mercedes and the Iron Lynx, in 2025 it's highly unlikely they'll win an LMGT3 unless something drastic happens to their competition. Le Mans this year is all about gaining experience and surviving to the end, and hopefully take the knowledge from 2025 and put it to good use in 2026 for a campaign that can deliver a win at Le Mans. So I've told you all about Mercedes returning to Le Mans, but now I'm interested to know, what do you think about their decision to come back? Well, make sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comments below.